Good morning, everyone. I am just getting my vegetables prepped for Bubbles and for the guinea pigs right now. And then in a little bit, I'm probably going to clean out my dubia roach and mealworm enclosures and swap out, it's feeding day for them too, so I'm going to restock them with some food. But what I have here today is a sweet orange pepper. I buy the bag of organic little peppers like this that comes with the red, yellow, and orange. I don't know if there's a difference in like vitamin content color-wise, but I like to switch out the different colors. So today they're trying an orange one for the first time. Whenever I feed my guinea pigs, I always include pepper, sweet pepper. So I usually include like one of these little peppers or a bell pepper, but the reason why is because I consider the sweet peppers to be a staple food. Like they can get those daily because they are high in vitamin C, which guinea pigs need to prevent illness, and they're not high in calcium, so you're not at a risk of forming bladder stones or having kidney issues. So including pepper is a must. Aside from that, I just try and keep a really good variety of greens. Today we have the dandelion leaves, and I just get these from my grocery store. They don't always have them, but they did today, so I went ahead and grabbed some of those. I just kind of cut off the ends, and there's not a whole lot of prep that I have to do for them because they just like to eat them. Like I feed them to them like that, so I don't usually cut those up. Today I think I am going to cut them in half because they are a little on the long side. So I'm just going to cut these in half. And I'm going to I divvy it up, so I put give one side to pudding, one side to pumpkin. And then how I cut the bell pepper, I just go like this because they do like to eat things. My guinea pigs at least like to eat things kind of cut like this so that I can feed them and they nibble it that way. So this is about all I'm gonna give to them for the peppers. So this one pudding, the other one pumpkin, and then I'm gonna do 2 more of the dandelion leaves for them. And then a new item I have is this, let me see, what kind of kale is this? Lacinato kale. It's like a flat kale variety. It's different from the curly kale. So I'm just gonna give them a small amount of this, and I'm gonna give the rest to my turtle. So I'm gonna do like this much kale. They usually don't like eating the middle part, like the rib of the kale. They'll usually eat around it and just eat the leafy part. So I'm just gonna cut that off for them. And I'm only gonna feed them this much of the kale because kale is higher in calcium and they're more likely to develop kidney stones, but it also is very nutritious. So I'm a strong believer that just variety is going to prevent a lot of illnesses in and of itself. So I don't think that it would be good to just feed only pepper every day. It's good to have a mix and a variety of greens. So I like to change my greens up later on, or tomorrow they'll probably be getting like the red leaf lettuce, and they'll probably be getting a different selection of stuff. So this is new, and fruit is high in sugar. Berries are lower in sugar than, say, like a banana, but fruit is higher in sugar, and you want to definitely prevent them from having too much sugar. But today I'm gonna give them a cherry as a treat. Probably do this about like once a month, give them a fruit treat. And it's kind of the same for turtles. Like you want to give them like the occasional blueberry, but basically I'm just going to cut this in half And then I'm gonna take out the pit, and I'm gonna give each of them half of a cherry as a treat today. And again, cherries are very nutritious, just to give them kind of the variety. We'll see if they like that. And then the rest of these, so I have this kale that I'm just gonna cut in half. I'm gonna give this little bit of kale and the rest of these to Bubbles because she loves dandelion greens, and I think she might like this type of kale, the flat kind, better because she's not a huge fan of the curly kind. I think it's just a little too like spiky for her. It's also her pellet day, so I'm gonna give her some of the omega-1 wheat germ sticks. These are really good to encourage shedding. So she does need to still shed some of her scoots. So I just give her about, these things smell so strong too. They smell so nasty. It's gonna be about a head size amount of pellets for her today. So that amounts to about 6 of these. I'm gonna give her the 7th one. And then I also, these are the Missouri turtle pellets, so I just give her a tiny bit of those as well. I like mixing my pellets. I also have another kind of pellet that I give to her. The other kind is just the regular omega-1 adult turtle sticks. Very similar to the wheat germ sticks, only it doesn't have any wheat germ. So this is for Bubbles. I'm gonna give her dandelion, kale, and her pellets today. And then the rest I have for the guinea pigs. I separate it like that. And then later on, I am actually going to make some bird chop. I've really been wanting to get like a food processor to make it a little bit easier to clean, because my blender is so hard to clean every time when I make chop, but they like the little small pieces of veggies, and it's helpful to make it small like that to mix it in with their seed, because then I can know for sure they're getting their veggies. So later on I'm probably going to make the chop, and then let's see what else. Oh, and then my insects, so my dubia roaches and my mealworms, so stay tuned for that. Alright, watch as Bubbles goes absolutely crazy for these pellets. There she goes. She's gonna eat all those up. Turtles love pellets. And if you don't monitor the amount that they eat, they will overeat. And that's dangerous for them because they have to grow in conjunction with their shell. So if inside, if they're growing quicker than their shell, that can cause a whole lot of issues. So that's why you want to be very careful with the pellets and overfeeding them. Alright, so pretty much what I do for the veggies is I just take this clip, that's from yesterday. Oh, I guess she's gonna eat the leftover from yesterday. I just take this clip and I clip on my greens right there. I'll wait until she moves out of the way. She's not going to move out of the way. There she goes. I just clip them right there and she has fun chomping away at them. So I'm gonna do that now. Alright, so the greens look just like that. I got them clipped. She's probably gonna swim around and eat those, but this is kind of how it looks. It is a water maintenance day, and look at, is she going for him yet? It's water maintenance day, so I am gonna do a partial water change and scrub down the edges, as you can see, like right along here. There's like food that gets built up that I need to scrub every week. And then just on the bottom, You have her waste that needs to be vacuumed. I'm probably gonna crack open the filter. I got Lyra right here with me. She likes to watch when I feed the turtle. I'm going to probably take a peek in the filter and see what's happening with that, but alright. See how she just gulps those greens down? She's such a good... Not all turtles like to eat their greens, but she took to them super quick, and she's never had any issues eating her greens. She seems to really enjoy them. She does have favorites, so she likes green leaf, red leaf. I feel like she likes green leaf lettuce more than she likes the red leaf lettuce, which is interesting because it's all kind of the same. But I noticed that she eats the green leaf lettuce more and quicker than the red leaf, and she really likes romaine lettuce. She loves the dandelion greens, but she doesn't really care about kale as much, so. Hello, Bubbles. I'm gonna leave Bubbles to it though. She's saying bye, and we're gonna go feed the guinea pigs now. Alright, you guys, here are the piggies. They're starting to get excited because they know that it's time for their veggies. Their cage, of course, is very, very dirty, so I will be spot cleaning. I actually ordered another liner of from the same brand, only it's the avocado one, because those are the biggest liners that I can find, and it's the same size as the mushroom one under here, and I really like how that fits. So I got the avocado one. I also got some oral ivermectin to treat what I think might be mites. We're going to cautiously dose with ivermectin the smallest amount, and I'm just gonna do like 1 or 2 rounds of that treatment. I think they either have mites or it could be a vitamin C mineral deficiency, which caused that hair loss, but I feel like it's growing back now. Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna do the ivermectin for both of them because I don't know their history, and I did a lot of research on that, and it is probably a good idea to do that. And then I'm just gonna continue feeding them their diet, and I think with diet change, I'm gonna notice a lot of improvement. Now, I have been able to trim some of their nails, but I'm going to try and trim the rest of their nails. I just need a helper to do that, and I don't have one this morning, so I'll probably do that later on. They're very excited right now, so I'm gonna start feeding them there. We'll try the kale first. Let's see how you like this kale. I'm gonna give that to Pumpkin. Pumpkin usually takes it and then runs away into the hide. You can have one too, Pudding. Okay. Pudding doesn't really like yellow squash. When I tried to give it to her, she doesn't really go for it. Pumpkin goes for everything that I have fed. You ate that fast, girl. Alright, do some of the dandelion. See how they eat the dandelion, just they chomp it down. And sometimes I'll try and do like a little head pat. Get them used to my touch. Because it's part of taming. Alright, you want a dandelion? You can have one. Here. There you go. I like to just give that to Pumpkin and let Pumpkin run away with it. And sometimes they do fight over their veggies like that. And if that happens, I just give one. I just give puddings to Pumpkin if she eats hers. I still don't know if they're male or female. I haven't been able to hold them and check underneath yet, but I'm sure I will pretty soon. But yeah, I ordered the avocado liners, so that should be coming today. And then I ordered some oral ivermectin. That was recommended from a guinea pig rescue. There's a YouTuber called Scotty's Animals, I believe, and he works for, or volunteers at, I should say, a guinea pig rescue organization. I think he said it was out of Los Angeles. So they have some great videos. They have some great videos explaining the different illnesses that guinea pigs can get. They have a lot of helpful videos about like nail trimming and just overall care for guinea pigs. And they are a rescue organization, so they've been doing that for a long time. And they've been able to see the results, and they know what works, and they know what's safe and what's not safe. So I was just following his recommendation with the ivermectin. And there, of course, with any medication that you use, you have to use caution with it. So less, I think, is more. You don't ever want to do too much. Said for like adult guinea pigs that are doing the oral treatment would just need like a pea-size amount. I think I'm gonna do even a little bit less than that though. But yeah, if you guys want to check him out, he's got a lot of great informative videos. None of that is a substitution for a vet visit though, or going to an exotic vet, which I'm still planning to do. I have been working full-time and school full-time, so I haven't had a lot of opportunity to do that. I still need to call them. And they don't have like the best hours. Their hours are pretty limited, so it's really tough to get them in. But I did take Bubbles to them. I took my birds to this vet, so they're really good. They're the ones that I went to for like the abscess that Bubbles had, and just who I trust as far as caring for small pets. They do have different vets that see, of course, like the reptiles, and then they have a vet for avian, like birds, and they probably have a different one for guinea pigs and bunnies and hamsters. So we'll see how that vet is. But yeah, their wellness check is still pending, but they're doing good. As you can see, they're very lively. They love playing in their hay box. They are just, I think they're becoming more friendly too. I'm gaining their trust. All right, now it's time for the new treat. Let's see how they respond to this. Ooh. She's not sure of it. She dropped it. She's like, wait a minute, this is different. Pudding. Pudding's trying to steal it. There you go. Pudding just gulped it right down. That is a new treat. Do they like it? Is it approved? Is it pudding and pumpkin approved? Yeah, so I got ivermectin, I got new liners, and then I also got some of the disinfectant cleaner, the F10 that is used in the vet office, because that is supposed to kill like any fungus, any type of nasties, and it's safe for birds, it's safe for pretty much all animals. I'll link all that in my description for you guys if you want to check it out and see what I'm talking about. I don't know if she likes it. She left some of it right there. So Pudding might not be a big fan of the cherry. She's like, what? Is she gonna finish it? No, she doesn't really like it. but Pumpkin does. See, Pumpkin seems to have a different taste for things than Pudding. And it's okay if they eat a whole cherry, but like that's all the fruit they'll be getting for the whole month. The other thing that I'm cautious about is carrot. Even though carrot is really good for them and healthy, I limit that because of the sugar content, so maybe like once or twice per week will I give carrot. See, they're itching like that, so it makes me think, you know, mites. I don't know what a normal amount of itching would be, but because of that with the hair loss. And then I noticed that Pumpkin has a little bit of hair loss on one of her legs, so I know a certain amount of hair loss is kind of normal, but it depends on the location and everything as well. Oh, I did add this plate in here, this terracotta plate. So as you can see, they run over it and they walk over it. And hopefully that will keep their nails trim or kind of file them down a little bit. I might add a couple more of these throughout the enclosure. It's not, terracotta is just the right amount of like abrasive material that it's not going to cause cuts in their feet. Like cuts are a big issue in rodents' feet because it can cause, you know, it can open up their feet for infection, but this is not going to do that. Terracotta is what I used for Butter's cage too. And it's good because it's a harder surface and it has enough like abrasive material where it will file their nails, but it won't hurt their feet. So I'm going to add some more terracotta. Their enclosure is such a mess. These are some of the messiest animals. I know I've said it before. So they also drink a ton of water, and you want to make sure they have, like, look at that. I just filled that a day ago, and they're already down to there. They need fresh water every day because these little guys are prone to kidney stones and kidney issues. And so a really important thing when you have kidney problems, even as a person, is drinking enough water to flush them out, because that's going to help reduce any stones that could start to form. So they know how much water they need to drink. That's one thing that's going to help prevent stones. They love moving that enclosure around. And then, of course, just making sure they have, like this right here, their hay is probably like 85% of their diet around that. They're always in there just like grazing and chewing up the hay. They play in it. It's great enrichment. And this is a mixture of, I think, orchard, grass, and timothy. I'm going to get more hay today because I am running low. So I'll probably stick with timothy since I consider that to be one of the staple hays, and then I'll probably change out. So instead of the orchard grass, I'll probably do like oat or a mixture of like oat, and we'll just kind of see what other hays are available for them. But yeah, I'm gonna also add like another dish over here. Don't pay any attention to all their poopies. I am gonna spot clean. And they are poop machines, let me tell you. I'm gonna add water in this little dish because I think it's also important that you have enough water and different ways for them to get water so they can drink out of a bowl like that. I know Butter's really my hamster, who I miss a lot. Butter's liked drinking out of a dish. I think she liked it more than the bottle. So these guys, the issue is they're a lot more active. They run around, so stuff could get in their dish, and you just got to make sure you're disinfecting it and cleaning it every day. so that they're not drinking water that's contaminated, but or bumping it over or whatever. So that's why people don't use a lot of water in a dish, because of those reasons. But I think I'm going to try it out. And this is like over in a corner that they still use this area, but it's enough out of the way that I think that it'll be okay. We're just going to test it out. We'll experiment with that. But yep, these are the little piggy pigs. This is how they're doing. That is Pudding. Hi, Pudding. Hi. See, Pudding seems a lot more itchy, and she has the patch of fur that's, you know, so I think the ivermectin will be good. All right, but I will see you guys in the next one. And let me know if you have any feedback for me. If you have any questions, feel free to like and subscribe if you want. I know my videos are usually just all over the place, and I apologize for that. Maybe someday down the road I'll get more order and structure to my videos and be able to edit them, have time to do that. But right now, with the busyness of life, that just does not happen. So it's something I'd like to do because I actually love editing videos, but it's very time consuming, and so I don't have a lot of time to do that right now, but maybe in the future. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up there so that this doesn't turn into like an hour-long video. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your pets are doing awesome, and take care. I'll see you on the next one.